Hello and welcome to another VDH episode from the Homebrew Magic podcast crew.
Woo!
Woohoo! Chanel, you won the roll off.
Goddamn right.
Bringing a new friend to the table tonight. What are you playing?
Because I'm not allowed to play the same deck twice. My own rules. Acererak the Archlich. I wanted to build this ever since I got the stamped promo version in the pre-release. And currently, Nelson and I are in a D&D campaign trying to find and kill this fucker.
Yep.
So I figured I would see things from his perspective before we try to mess up his dungeon. I will let his dungeon mess up everybody else.
You're a well-rounded PC.
I believe it's pronounced Arklick.
God, I hate Tej. just fucking hate him.
He's the worst.
He's the worst. So, Acererak won the roll-off. Untap, upkeep, draw. Swamp Go Tej.
That's me. It's your boy Tej. What up, Hive Mind? I'm back. I'm back with one of my two newest decks. This is Sylvia+Khorvath. Lovers.
Dragon Pounder, yes.
Tej on Tej action.
They are canonically lovers, as we've established. Just giving this deck another shot. This one's going to see a lot of play. You're going to see it every once in a while. Pretty frequently. I need to get more games in with her. So, with that, untap, upkeep, draw this guy. I will play this Fury Calm Snarl. I ain't revealing shit, so it enters tapped.
You ain't got nothing to show.
Go, Chris.
All right, I am running my Hamza Guardian of Irration deck. I'm not sure if I want to keep this one together, so we're kind of putting this through its final laps to see if it's
Farewell to her.
Before you
salvageable or not.
And put them down.
Yeah. See if elephants can also be turned into glue. So I will draw. Play a Seagate Wreckage, tap it for a colorless, and cast an Arcbound Worker.
Oh, good.
Ye
Good damn.
tremble.
I went for glue instead of the obvious ivory jokes.
No.
And
Ivory's sad.
that. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
But turning elephants into glue, that's okay?
Yes.
Still love that.
Doesn't
fucking
have the
joke.
negative connotation that
you're not really
blood ivory does.
Hey, you think if we melted down horses, we could, like, stick shit together? Bill, is everything okay at home? Sorry, Elmer.
Pass turn to Nelson.
All right. I brought a new deck to the table tonight, and it is Aristocrats and it is Pauper. But I think if it goes well, I think it can hold its own at a table. So I'm playing the partner pair of Tormod the Desecrator and Prava of the Steel Legion, both from Commander Legends. And I saw. I read Budget Brews subreddit on Reddit, and somebody was talking about a build that they had with these two, and I liked the idea behind it, but I like to think that I made it better. There was I added things for redundancy, like Cruel Celebrant, to get more triggers that way. I added a Bastion of Remembrance and a few other things. And he was playing with like City of Brass, Ancient Tomb, some lands that I decided to leave out. I left out Enlightened Tutor, but I did put Demonic Tutor in here because I am going to need a little bit of help. Tormod, though, he's a 4/2 zombie wizard. Whenever one or more cards leave my graveyard, I create a 2/2 tapped zombie creature token. And Prava is a 1/4 cat soldier. As long as it's my turn, creature tokens I control get +1/+4. They get fat asses. And then for 3 and a white, I can create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So
there I was, pooping.
So we'll see how this goes. Like Tej, I too kept a 1-lander. So I'm going to draw and hope. Nope, not what we needed.
No.
I'm going to play a Plains and pass the turn. Hope for better turns ahead.
Alright. Untap, draw Swamp, and then pass to Tej. Super uneventful.
I'll untap. I will play this Battlefield Forge. And I'll use my 2 manners to play Goldvein Pick. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, I create a treasure token. Go, Chris.
All right. Untap.
Shit on my vein.
Draw.
What?
I said there's shit on my vein. You heard me.
Well,
He's a shrimp.
Hey.
I will play a Moss
Extra
Warp Bridge with Hideaway. Look at the top 4. We will We'll exile that one under there. Just on the bottom of my library.
And then total power 10 or more, you can cast it for free or for a green.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I will cast a Skull Clamp. Nelson,
Yeah.
swing at you for 1 with my Arcbound Worker.
Down to 39.
Doing Arcbound work. Pass turn.
That's aggressive,
All right.
Chris. That's real aggressive.
Draw.
Doing the Lord's Arcbound.
Swamp. I won't do this. No, let's do this. I'm going to pay 1 and play Tortured Existence. Go ahead, Chanel.
What's that do?
card's real good.
I can pay a black to choose and discard a creature card to return creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Target creature card.
For 3, Nighthawk Scavenger. No graveyards right now, so he's just a 1/3 flying Death Touch lifelink.
That's all.
So what I'm getting right now is your deck is oops all promos.
Go ahead. What's wrong with promos?
Nothing. Nothing.
Mr. Fancy, I have all regular versions of cards.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Everyman Consumer.
Planes. And I will play an Imperial Recruiter. When that enters the battlefield, I search my library for a creature card with power 2 or less and put it into my hand. That's all I'm going to do. You can go ahead, Chris, while I search for my creature.
All right. Untap.
Ooh.
Draw.
Well, it's been real, guys.
Yeah. And we're out.
And scene.
Play a Forest. Cast a Hardened Scales.
Gross.
Indeed.
Hard.
And then I will pass the turn to Nelson.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Land for turn.
Like he's not gonna just swing at all of us once, and then I remembered Tej and I both can block and kill the Arcbound Worker.
Yeah, it doesn't pay for it to die till I have something else for its modular
Yeah.
trigger to.
To modulate
Or
2.
Actually, you're probably better.
You still resolving over there?
I am.
It's almost your upkeep, buddy.
I'm aware.
Okay, just checking.
I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast Lingering Souls to create 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying. Has flashback of 1 and a black.
My creature that Imperial Recruiter found is a Turian Mauler.
Oh man, he's a knight and a dragon.
He is.
For the purposes of your commanders.
Weird.
Gross.
Done?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I thought I said that. Sorry.
I
Yes,
didn't hear
go
it.
ahead.
I also don't listen.
I also don't speak.
Yeah, I heard it. We're gonna Demonic Tutor. In true Demonic Tutor fashion.
Were you checking if that one was a promo too?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see if, I want to see what art it was.
It's
Because
a list version.
I'm not a big fan of the Liliana Kothafet art. I don't know why.
Okay.
Nothing beats the original, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't like awkward demon on a boat.
Yeah, that one's not that great
I'm on a boat.
either. Then there's the promo with the little girl.
Yeah, that one I absolutely hate.
Yeah, I do too. That's the worst one.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah, I
Not a
think it's
fan.
cool.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that one.
I'm not a big fan of a lot of the artwork on the newer like Fleet of Judge promos, but that one I definitely like.
Damn it.
That's what you get.
Shut up.
I will.
Castle Lachwain. Each of these tapped unless you control the swamp. I control the swamp.
That's a promo.
Woo! It is. Shut up. Just for that.
That's what.
3 in the air at Tej.
I baited you into it. Haha.
I mastered it.
Fallen for my master plan.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Oh. Well then, that changes everything.
Changes nothing.
No, actually, it really doesn't change nothing, actually. I changed my mind.
It really does nothing.
Jokes on myself.
I read the card, what it did. It's not time. Not time for you. I'm going to equip Imperial Recruiter with this Gold Vein pick. And Schnell, I'm going to attack you for 2.
Down to 41.
Yes, that's going to give me a treasure.
You
And
really
then...
picked my vein there.
I am. Turian Muller, and I will use that treasure to equip it with pick.
What does the Mauler get when we do stuff?
Whenever an opponent casts a spell, I put a +1/+1 counter on Turian Muller.
Pretty
Pass
good.
turn.
My deck eventually would like to cast an absurd amount of spell.
My Turian Muller would like that.
I recently watched an episode of Extra Turns where Turian Mauler got out of control real fast. It was pretty funny.
I used to throw one in dinosaurs and then decided that there were better dinosaurs.
Going to play Inventor's Fair. Then I will... Ugh, yuck.
Indeed.
Then I will pass the turn. Actually, hold on a second.
Yeah, get rid of that Mauler first, then pass the turn.
Let's go to...
Yeah, I have to pass the turn.
All right.
You can cast it.
No, my hand is a little
Let's have
expensive.
upkeep.
Again, I got you, fam.
Coward.
Coward. you fucking...
All right, I'll do this. I'll pay 2, cast a Blood Artist, and then I'll pass the turn to you, Chanel.
Okay. Untap and keep Gerard.
That's a spell.
It is a spell.
Heartless Summoning. That's a spell.
That's a spell.
Creatures I cast cost 2 generic less, and all my stuff gets -1/-1. We're gonna black
Bless me.
for an Acererak.
That's a spell.
He will come back to my hand, and I will go into the Lost Mines of Fandelver and Scry. We're okay with that. We will black for an Acererak. He comes back to my hand, and I'm going to go into the tunnels and create a treasure token.
See what you did there.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, I know, right? Gonna spend my treasure token for an Acererak. He goes back to my hand. Each opponent loses a life. I gain 1 life.
39.
36.
38.
Nope.
Nope. God, Jesus Lord.
First time playing?
Yep. Long time listener, though.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Chris, no flyers?
Nope.
What does everyone's graveyards look like?
Nothing.
Empty.
Lingering Souls.
Like my
Lingering
soul.
Souls and a Demonic Tutor, but that's 2 sorceries. So, Chris, 1 in the air.
38.
Go ahead, teach.
I'll untap. Look at that. Turian Muller's a 7 and 8/8.
Yeah,
Holy
no,
shit. Look at
I fucking got you, fam.
that. The alliance stands.
Yeah, it does.
Mountain. Unfortunately,
What?
there are blockers. Actually, there aren't blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 manners. This is going to give me Sylvia. Dragons I control have double strike. That includes Turian Muller.
Gross.
You're just wide open, aren't you?
I am. I'll come back at you, though.
Gaping, one would say.
Yep.
Schnell, I'm going to attack you.
Alliance
8.
unstood.
Double strike.
So 16?
Correct.
Kerchonk.
I get 2 treasures.
Still counting. Down to 27. Fine, I'll leave the Death Touch blocker open, asshole.
With that, I will end my turn.
Okay. Draw for the turn.
Okay. So. Round. Man, that is a sweet health, you might say.
I'll play a plans. You have 3 creatures. Justin, you have 1.
I have 1.
4, 5, 6, 7.
If you want a board wipe. For it.
Oh, he's got Theodric thing. Vanquish the Horde.
No.
Liar.
Subdue the Horde.
Blasphemous wrath.
Molest the Horde. What are we talking about?
Touching.
How do you molest?
touching.
Yeah.
4.
Go away, Baton.
I will cast Primeval Protector.
Yes.
Costs 1 less to cast for each creature my opponents control, so he cost me 4 mana.
Feed me, Seymour.
Is 10/10. When he ETBs, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature I control. So
Mine too.
no.
Oh.
So the Arcbound Worker just gets 2
Worth
counters.
asking.
Touching.
And then I will equip the Protector with a Skull Clamp. Pass turn.
How big is that thing?
It is a 11/9 with the Skull Clamp on it.
Fine, I'll never swing with the Scavenger again.
Alright. Land for the turn is going to be this fancy Dungeons and Dragons Evolving Wilds.
I do love that Evolving Wilds.
I do too. It's fucking sweet. Let's see. What are we going to do? I'm going to... Acererak, when you cast him, stays on the battlefield long enough to be interacted with, correct? Before he goes back to your hand?
Yes.
Okay, just curious. For future reference.
No reason.
I might have him in my hand. Let me see. When he enters the battlefield, if you haven't
Okay.
completed the Tomb of Annihilation, return him to your hand.
Okay,
And then venture into the dungeon.
got it. Although,
So with that trigger on the stack, you could
right,
probably...
you could interact, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna crack this Evolving Wilds. I'm gonna go find a plains.
Let's see why you
I'm
would
gonna pass the
with
turn.
everything going on
That's
over
exactly.
here.
I'm not
you,
yet.
You ass.
Oh, I never said I
All
would.
right.
I was just asking, just in case it ever comes up.
Okay. Land for the turn. Swamp.
For the record, I'm not doing anything. It's all you.
You
You
are
hit me for 16.
This is why we're best friends.
Soul Tethered Golem for free. He's a
What
2/2
do?
with. Right now, okay. Normally, he's a 3/3 with Vanishing 1.
Okay.
Whenever another creature comes into play, I may put a time counter on him. When the last time counter is removed during my upkeep, he goes away. So,
Whenever another creature...
whenever another creature comes into play under my control,
Under your
I put
control,
a time
okay.
counter.
So that's 5 Acereraks.
No. Joy was familiar. Will be 1 counter.
Oh well.
Yeah, 1 counter.
Yes. So now my historics cost me less as well.
You don't cut that. Thank you, sir.
And then Acererak.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna draw a card off of that dungeon.
I like this thing we have going on.
I mean, I'm happy for us. Historics cost me 1 less. Creatures cost me 2 less. So historic creatures cost me 3 less.
That is correct.
So 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeesh.
There
Correct.
it is.
Son of Yawgmoth.
Son of a bitch.
Shark's here.
Yeah. I've never gone through the other dungeons.
There are other dungeons.
I mean, I thought about that. Like, yeah, I could just power through the Tomb of Annihilation,
But
and
then
then I
it's-
have Acererak, and then what the fuck is
And
the
then
point?
what happens, right?
Acererak sucks.
Yeah. what would I want a 5/5 for 3 that just makes zombies for? F that. Not when I have Weird Engine online. I like Weird Engine. So we are just going to Acererak and get a counter. And we're going to scry back to the Lost Mines of Fendelver.
Another Mauler trigger for you.
Another
Teach.
Mauler trigger. Yeah, we like that. Do we like that? Yeah, we like that. Go ahead, Teach.
Alright. I will untap.
Pass.
Yeah, I know. Fucking terrified.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, but
What's
now
my
you-
trick?
Well,
I figured out how to keep a soul tether golem around forever.
Well,
Take
Heartless
that.
Summoning is a really nice synergy with
Mark
Acererak,
Rosewater
and
never
then
intended for this combo.
Acererak over there.
Oh.
Is that a 13-13 at the moment?
14-14. Goldwing
Oh, yeah.
gives it +1/+1.
His
Yeah,
his
stupid.
poopy vein gives it +1/+1.
Alright, now that I'm not the life leader.
I am going to pay 2 for Sword of the Realms.
Good gravy.
Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has vigilance, and whenever equipped creature dies, return it to its owner's hand. I will go ahead and equip it to my Taurian Mauler.
In response to you moving to equip, I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to generous gift your Mauler.
Oh, that's a mistake. I'm going to give it protection from white until end of turn.
That was what I
Yeah.
what I
You
had.
dumb bitch, now you can't equip it.
Shit!
All right, cool. At least we
Well-
got him there.
Got him.
I don't know. Alright,
Fucking got him.
that's okay.
I baited him right into it, boys.
That's okay. Fair enough. Regardless.
I mean, I'm really happy because it seemed like you didn't realize that, and that's the
I
only
did.
thing that
That's
matters.
real funny. I like that.
Bam! Spell result. Oh. can't equip him now.
Nelson.
Yes, Daddy.
15 double strike.
All
That
right.
was the correct response.
Yeah.
Because if he wasn't before, he
Yeah,
turned the
he is
creature
now.
sideways.
I'm just gonna block with the
Protection
spirit.
from white.
That's right.
You block with Blood Artist or you block with nothing.
And it's a what now?
15 double strike.
So it's 30 to my face, or lose my Blood Artist and take 15.
You can,
your
you can get
choice.
the Blood Artist back, though.
Yeah,
You can't get 30 life back.
that's true. I'm gonna block with the Blood Artist, and so you're gonna lose a life,
Boom. Fucking got you.
and I'm gonna gain a life, and then take 15.
Man, this turn really sucked for me.
Yep, going to 24.
I think you're being facetious.
Does it have trample?
No.
No.
Where'd you take 15 from?
Oh, that's right. It doesn't have trample, so
No,
it doesn't.
you just blocked it.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, fuck yeah. I don't know how to work this fucking goddamn thing.
What were you at?
38.
Okay.
That's turn.
Oh, and I
All right.
gained a life off Blood Artist. Wow.
Untap.
Fucking technology.
I
God,
need to
someone
read
call
this.
the IT guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oofda.
Draw for the turn.
Fucking oofda.
I will play a Fabled Passage.
I'm so glad you called me out on that because I totally would have forgotten.
I'm going to crack it
That's
for
real
a plans.
Well, I had to because you pointed out. I forget who
No,
it was.
I don't want to plans. I want a force.
But they couldn't have Bruce Tarl target himself because he gave himself or they his swords, so he had protection from
Yep.
white and couldn't target himself with his own ability.
Cut.
Yeah, that is how that works.
You go green sleeves.
Green. I'm going to activate
Sleeves.
the.
I was thinking the same thing.
Sons of bitches. I'm going to activate the ability on Mosswort Bridge. I'm going to cast Rishkar Pima Renegade. And then when he enters the battlefield, I can put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Choose that duder and himself. They become 2 counters due to the hardened scales.
Broken. We gotta stop Chris.
Yeah.
He is out of control.
4, 5, 6. Cast my commander.
Hamfister.
Hamfister. Costs 1 less for each creature I control with a 1/1 counter on it. And then creature spells I cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature with a counter on it.
Okay, so it counts the number of creatures with
Yes.
counters. Okay. I was wondering how that worked.
1 mana. I will cast Arcbound Reclaimer. Has modular 2. Hardened scales. It'll come into play with 3 counters. Or I could tap those. Okay. I can tap the Primeval Protector for a green and the Arcbound Worker for a green with Rishkar's ability. Make 2 mana. Then I will cast Duplicant. And I will target the Taurian Mauler.
No.
Exile target non-token creature. As long as a card exiled with Duplicant is a creature card, Duplicant has the power, toughness, and creature types of the last creature card exiled with it. So it's a 2/2.
2/2, all creature types.
Okay.
Just get inside there.
Sorry, guys. Mom said duplicant.
Then I will pass to Nelson.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play a Plains as my land for the turn. All right, I'm gonna pay 1, 2, and 3, and I'm gonna cast Prava. So on my turn, my spirits are 2/5 flyers.
Is there anything in just white that lets you swing with their ass? Ass tack, I think is the.
Aztec, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
I could be very wrong.
Because I know Arcades in blue, white, and green.
Yeah.
I believe between
there's
green,
like-
white.
Was it high security? There's like a Azorius one that was in the newest Ravnica
Yes.
box. An enchantment that does it.
Yeah, that yeah, in blue and white. But I don't know.
Duran is in Abzan colors.
I
Yeah,
will
I don't know if it's just.
pass to you, Sean.
Okay. Upkeep drawer.
Find some dice in my bag here.
Okay. I think this is that awkward point where I ask if anyone can stop me.
Yay!
I'm sorry.
I could have.
Aetherflux Reservoir.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
We got there.
because now I go Acererak, and when he comes back, I gain a life. Boop. And I'm going to get a treasure, and I'm going to use that treasure to cast Acererak.
Okay.
And when I do, I'm going to go here. I gain 2 life. Everybody loses 1, and I gain 1.
Okay. 37.
And then I'm going to go Acererak. And I gain 3. And I'm going to draw a card.
Kirk on the battlefield.
And then I'm going to spend 2 life
Yep.
to cast Acererak from this point on.
Checks
Yep.
out.
Pew, pew, pew.
That'll do it.
I can't do anything.
I don't have any interaction to that.
Huh.
I wasted my generous gift on Tej.
Had I been thinking ahead and seen that coming.
You mean with the Aetherflux Reservoir he just played?
Yeah. Huh.
That's cute. I
Yeah,
like
you
that.
really got to sequence his deck there.
Let me think. Do I have a
Like, I
way
was going
to-
through this deck, and I'm like, this deck can do some absurd stuff. And then I went, if I have Carrick out, this deck can just turn all my life into Acererak triggers.
Yeah.
Guess who had an extra Aetherflux Reservoir floating around?
I don't think
This,
I can.
this son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's a really good card.
Does anybody have a
With
way
lot
to
of
kill
really
my
good synergies.
Primeval Protector?
No, I can't do anything.
If you want, I could take us through the Tomb of Annihilation and let you sacrifice a creature, but I
Yeah.
will never do that.
Okay.
If you want, but I
But
won't.
I won't.
In fact, I could just take us through the Lost Mines of Phandelver
Yeah.
38 times.
Build your life up, and let him draw the cards, and then when he plays an answer, just reservoir.
Just zap 'em.
Aetherflux. What you got? Boom.
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing in there was going to help me anyway.
Relic Amulet, since I'm going to start talking about this deck, Relic Amulet is also, for 2, whenever you cast an instant, sorcery, or wizard spell, Acererak is a wizard, put a charge counter on Relic Amulet. Pay 2, remove all charge counters, it deals that much damage to target creature. That is a neat little, like, bam. Charge it up with Acererak triggers. Zap it. Diamond Knight. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen color, black, put a +1/+1 counter on them. So I can get my own, like, 30/30 Vigilant when I need to. I also have a few, whenever you cast a black spell, gain a life. So I can offset some of the lose life when things come into play. Because when I was looking for things that fit the theme of, hey, if I can cast Acererak for 1 or 2 mana, what can I do with all those whenever you cast triggers? Traxos, Scourge of Krug, 7/7 Trampler for 4, doesn't untap unless you cast a historic spell, so I can just untap him with Acererak. Champion of the Perished, gets bigger every time I resolve Acererak. Bantu's Monument is also a kill card in here because he makes it for, you know, cheaper, and then whenever you cast a creature spell, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. So that's what Acererak does.
That's cool. What did you demonic tutor for?
I demonic tutored for Castle Lochwain
Okay.
because I needed another mana source, and I figured being able to draw. And anytime I've tutored for important pieces, it never works out. When I tutor for mana, the game goes well.
Okie dokie. I like it.
Yeah.
Me too. That was a fun day.
I didn't realize that I could go just full-on infinite. I thought I could go full-on synergistic, but having the option to just end the game that way.
Aetherflux Reservoir enables a lot of real stupid things.
Yeah.
Like with Dina, with the Bolus's Citadel. If you can get rolling with it.
I thought about Bolus's Citadel, but that only lets me cast off the top of my deck, and I can't put Acererak back there, so...
Me, I got nothing to say really.
Sorry.
Turian Mauler was a house.
Oh, yeah.
Funny sort of misplay, but I would have done that anyway to protect him. So it's what have you. It's a fun deck again.
Chris.
I love that card.
Yeah, I'm excited to play this deck more. Just see what other things it can do. I got nothing really to say.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep Hamza together. I put it through one more round of tweaks. The point of the deck, it started to do it there at that last turn, is to get some cheap creatures out that have 1/1 counters on them, and then enable like just playing a bunch of free stuff. Some of the newer stuff that I put into it was from Modern Horizons 2. Esper Sentinel seemed like a no-brainer in here, as well as Luminarch Aspirant. Capricorn from Modern Horizons 2 is a 2/2 artifact creature goat for 4 mana with Flash and Vigilance, and it has Devour Artifact 1. As this enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of artifacts. This creature enters the battlefield with that many 1/1 counters on it.
Oh, damn.
So,
Is that Modern Horizons 2?
Modern Horizons
I've
2,
never
yes.
seen that one before.
Right.
yeah, it's
Devour
Artifact
Artifacts.
Goat. And then Hopeful Initiate
Fuck it is.
from Crimson Vow seemed like it would fit in this deck as well. It's a 1/2 for 1 white with training. But for 3 mana and remove 2 counters from among creatures you control, you can disenchant anything. Destroy target, artifact, or enchantment. And so as long as I can pump out counters, it's reusable instant speed interaction. If that was out, I could have tried to interrupt your combo.
Yeah.
But it started a little slow this game. I had kind of an expensive hand. But I had 3 lands in it, so I kept it. I think there's hope for this yet, though. Maybe if I just keep tweaking it a little bit, maybe this one will stick around for a little bit yet.
I think it's got potential more than just being a beater deck, and it seems like it can be a really good beater deck.
Yep.
Yeah, big time. So this deck is working around a few different combos that are in it. So it's kind of a glass cannon, but it's fun, and I like the concept of it. So there's things in here like Blasting Station and Spawning Pit, which are and Ashnod's Altar as sack outlets, because really what I'm trying to do is get Tormod on the board with like 2 tokens, and then I want to have basically a payoff like Blood Artist, Bastion of Remembrance, Cruel Celebrant, Suture Priest, or even Viscera Seer to a degree, so that I can just start sacking things. And cards like Screams from Within, specifically, with a card like Boonweaver Giant. So Screams from Within, when enchanted creatures put into graveyard, return Screams from Within from your graveyard to play. Boonweaver Giant, when it enters the battlefield, you may search your graveyard, hand, and or library for an aura card and put it onto the battlefield, and attach it to Boonweaver Giant. So there's different ways to Fallen Ideal. Minions Return is another way I can loop it. Kaya's Ghost Form, I can loop it. And basically what I want to do is have enough tokens on the board that I can just start creating an infinite loop where I can just keep sacking, and then my payoffs are the ones that pew everybody on the board to death. Phyrexian Reclamation lets me get stuff out of my graveyard. Tortured Existence does. Reanimate. I have Sir Conrad in here as a different alternate win con because he's just fucking stupid when things are dying and entering the battlefield and leaving the graveyard and all kinds of shit. So
pisses me off.
I love that guy.
Same.
I have the
You have the audacity.
I have an idea of so I want to keep this one Pauper, because I think it could be really fun in a more scaled back format. But I think Tormod and Ravos would be really fun to build together, because Ravos lets me take something out of my graveyard every turn.
Is this Pauper right now?
It's like Prince or something.
Yeah.
There's a term for something that includes uncommons, but I can't remember. Is it Prince format, or is it?
That's what I thought too, but I'm unsure.
I forget what it's
I
called.
thought PDH you could have uncommons in the deck. Is it only commons?
I built mine with only commons.
Yeah, your commander
Yeah, it can be uncommon.
can be any uncommon creature. It doesn't have to be legendary.
Right.
But everything else is supposed to be commons.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So this is just really scaled back for no reason at all.
It's budget.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a budget. It's a budget.
That's
deck,
why
yeah.
I wanted to like.
Oh, this is another one.
Did
too.
I just build my Pauper deck completely fucking
No,
wrong?
no. I wasn't. I built mine wrong.
The list I'm working on is commons too.
Okay.
Heliod's
good.
Pilgrim, Open the Armory, and then there's a card from Dominaria that I really like in this deck too. Final Parting.
That was a great card.
For 3 and 2 black, I can search my library for 2 cards. One goes into my hand and one goes into the graveyard. So that's another way to start getting things looped the way I want to. So I like that card in here a lot too. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if I can ever get it to do what I want it to do. But I thought it was a cool, neat little thing that I wanted to put my own spin on after reading about this other guy's deck. So yeah,
I like it.
You just reminded me, there was one card that I don't think I ever saw when I played it, but it is also an absurd payoff in this deck.
Is it a promo?
It is not a promo. It is from Nelson's favorite set, though. Because...
Born of the Gods.
Porn of the Gods, yes. No, Cabal Paladin. 4/2 for 4. Whenever you cast a historic spell, he deals 2 damage to each opponent.
yep, I like that guy too.
Oh, that's
he's a sleeper.
Oh, that's slick in your deck.
Yeah,
that's really
pretty good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, again, even if I can't go infinite, if I just
pew Acererak.
get a bunch of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got 8 black mana, I'm just going to deal
seems like a
16
real
damage to
Schnell
everybody.
thing to do.
Yeah.
I like your deck. That's real cool.
I do too. That's a fucking awesome deck. Yeah, mono black's real good.
And I mean, to my understanding, I came up with this.
Kind of like counter and counter spells.
That is why I bring it up.
Patent pending.
No one else out there on the internet is allowed to run counter spells in Talrand.
Nope.
In fact, I don't think anyone's allowed to run pacts and force of negation, and because you came up with those too, right? Those are just your cards.
Fierce
Yeah, I wrote
Guardian
a
shit.
love letter.
Yeah, Fierce Guardian shit.
Fucking Nelson.
Fucking Nelson. Like and subscribe.
Tune in next time
See.
for even more Nelson exploits.